Who's running this club? Diamond King, Diamond King, Diamond. Who's running this club? Diamond King, Diamond King, Diamond, Diamond King, Diamond King, Diamond, Diamond King, Diamond King.
What's going on, y'all? It's your man Diamond K, and this is the Diamond K Show right here at On Fire Broadcasting. You already know how we do. Now we're going to break down the biggest stories and politics, news, and of course pop culture with logic, a little bit of humor, and a whole lot of truth. Now today, wow, Apple pulled one of the boldest moves I have seen in a while. They flew in 5 cargo planes full of iPhones into India. Now, this was not for a new launch, not for a tech conference, but to avoid the tariffs. Yes, Apple said we are not paying those extra taxes, and that's what they are, taxes. They found a way around it. Let's get into what happened, why it matters, and whether this is just smart business or Apple flexing on the whole world. So, what happened? Here's the deal. India recently raised import duties, basically taxes. And this affects certain electronic items, including smartphones. That means that companies importing iPhones into the country would have to pay more to bring them in, which could raise prices for consumers or cut into Apple's profits. Obviously, something that they do not want to do. Now, what did Apple do? They didn't wait. They chartered 5 private cargo planes, loaded them with iPhones, and had them land in India before the new tariffs kicked in. They beat the clock, gamed the system, whatever you want to call it. It was a strategic move. This happened just as Apple is trying to move more of its production out of China and into places like India and Vietnam. So it's not just about saving money. It's about securing the bag while transitioning into a new market. So on one hand, listen, this is a smart business move. Apple saw the rules were changing. They found a legal way to protect their bottom line. And let's be real. Companies do this all the time. Amazon, Tesla, even sneaker brands. They use trade laws and loopholes to shift products and money around the world. The difference is Apple's move was loud. 5 planes? That is a flex. But here's the thing. When you've got that kind of money, you can afford to make bold moves. Most companies cannot do that. And that's the part that we need to talk about. So, who wins? Who loses? So who benefits? These are all questions. Apple, obviously, they avoided tariffs. They are able to keep their prices competitive and flex their global logistics muscle. Another benefit, investors happy because profits are protected. But now let's talk about who does not win. Consumers in India. Yeah, they get the phones faster, but they're still paying premium prices for iPhones made cheaply elsewhere. That savings is not exactly trickling down. Local manufacturers, they're not going to win either. Smaller companies can't do what Apple just did. They're stuck dealing with higher costs and fewer resources. And what about the governments trying to regulate this kind of stuff? India raised tariffs for a reason, to encourage more local production. Apple just sidestepped all of that with 5 jets. This is the story of modern capitalism. The rich play chess. Everyone else, I guess, is left playing checkers. So here's my final take. And y'all can agree or not. But Apple didn't break any laws. They did, however, expose the game. These big tech giants have the power to move money, people, and products around the world however they want. And most governments are just trying to keep up. Do I respect the hustle? Absolutely. Do I think it's a problem? Also, yes. Because one company can dodge taxes. And if it's that easy, then what's stopping other companies from doing the same thing? And then regular folks will still have to pay full price at checkout. That's why we have got to pay attention. It's not just about iPhones. It's about power. It's about policy and who runs the game. All right, y'all. That's it for today's episode of the Diamond K Show. If you've got thoughts on this Apple story, hit me up in the comments, DM me, tag me. Is Apple a genius or just another global giant dodging responsibility? Make sure you're following the show wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe, rate, review. All of that helps us grow and keep bringing you the real information. And don't forget to check out our newest shows and updates all over onfirebroadcasting.com. We are out here working. Of course, youtube.com/DJ Diamond K. Anywhere you get your podcasts. Also subscribe at thediamondkshow.com. I am Diamond K. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Who's running this club? Diamond K, Diamond K, Diamond. Who's running this club? Diamond K, Diamond K, Diamond.